and welcome back to the channel. So today I want to go over every reference in my latest song, Untitled, to whatever it may be, because I actually included a lot of references to various pop culture things, various sporty things, and I just wanted to go through some of them with you and explain them so you can get a better understanding of the track and maybe gain a level of understanding to it that you didn't have before. And it's also just interesting to see, and I want to see what you guys think of it and maybe how I can improve in the future. It's also just kind of a learning thing for me because I'm still working on incorporating punchlines, different elements of rap like that into it so we can both get something out of it. And I think this will be a really useful thing for me. And you guys can also just enjoy it as well. Let's just get right into it. So the first reference actually comes in the second line of the song, in which I say, "Call me Frozone, 'cause I'll freeze your spit in its tracks." So that is a reference to the movie The Incredibles, and one of my favorite scenes from it is when Frozone, the superhero, goes to I'm pretty sure the Pars. I'm pretty sure that's the last name. He goes to the Pars house, and Dash, who is one of the Incredibles, like spits out into the air, and Frozone freezes it. And I always thought that was a really cool animation, and I thought it was pretty awesome. I'll include a clip of it now if I can. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And then continuing with the kind of Incredibles thing, I said, and then dash away and then come back to attack and spray. And obviously Dash is another reference to the Incredibles, who actually did the spitting and whose spit was frozen by Frozone. So those are the references in the first stanza. Up next we have, we all knew who the best MC was in the court. It's a B stacked on top of a B. And this is just basically a reference to my name. When I say it's a B stacked on top of a B, my name is Beyond B, so B on B. So that's why I say it's a B stacked on top of a B. So yeah, you get the picture, a B on a B, which sounds like my name, Beyond B. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then I also say, and the source is the driving force of the community. We don't reinvent the wheel, but we steer the right way conclusively. And this is just a lot of driving jargon. I'm actually learning to drive right now, so it's pretty interesting for me because, I'm learning how to do it. It's actually an element in my personal life, so I just thought I'd include a bit of driving vocabulary and give a little bit of driving references, if you will. Up next, we have the following. Let's be realistic, it's simplistic how you fall. You fell on the mark, but you didn't make any mark at all. If you were a supermarket, your rap would stay in express. But I am the polar opposite, my train isn't stopping just yet. The first line doesn't have any kind of references in it, but the second and third do. If you heard, I said, you fell on the mark, but you didn't make any mark at all. So I'm basically saying, your rap career basically died, and you didn't make any mark on the game. But you didn't make any mark at all. Sounds like market, so like a supermarket, which then leads into the next line where I say, if you were a supermarket, your rap would stay in express, which basically means that your rap career is so fast and so short-lived that it could go in the express line because of how short-lived and quick it was. And then the next line is, but I am the polar opposite, my train isn't stopping just yet, and that's a reference to the Polar Express movie. Obviously, polar and train. And I said express at the end of the third line. So if you were a supermarket, your rap would stay in express, but I am the polar opposite. My train isn't stopping just yet. Polar Express is one of my favorite movies of all time. So just a little bit of a reference to that as well. And that's a fact. I can't help you with that. Just like Barcelona, it's getting messy up in that shack. I live for pools and I'm about to dive in, but the city's a difficult climate to survive in. This is basically a reference to soccer, which is my favorite sport, or football, I guess, for the international people. And I said, just like Barcelona, it's getting messy up in that shack. Barcelona is my favorite football team of all time. They have not been doing very well recently, so that's why I said it's getting messy. Their best player is Lionel Messi, so that's just kind of like a double meaning there. I live for pools, and I'm about to dive in. Liverpool is another team in the Premier League, which I am a fan of. Live for pools, Liverpool. That's kind of the way I incorporated that into it. But the city's a difficult climate to survive in. At the time I wrote this, Liverpool faced a very surprising defeat to Leicester City. So everyone was pretty surprised by that, so I just decided to include that in. And then I have, obviously some pretty evident present language like rap, present, planet, plan a gift, you wrap it, obviously, and then you give the present to someone. So just a little bit of present jargon in there. And then at the end of that line, I say plan it, as in plan something, but then planet sounds like planet, like Earth, so that leads into the next stanza. Yo, my sons, I'ma make sure the mercury is high, and this thermometer rises up, and then Venus arrives to show to the Earth she's going and bouncing away on Mars, and the stars and the moons of Jupiter singing tunes, Saturn, Uranus, while I'm out singing songs when I'm blue. So in this stanza, I reference every one of the currently recognized planets, I'm sorry Pluto, as well as the sun. So I say suns, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and then at the end of the line, I don't say Neptune, but I say, while I'm out singing songs when I'm blue. Neptune is known as the blue planet because it is very, very blue. It's like basically the only color. And then the last reference in the song is this. Don't fuck with the underground, everyone else on the surface think we are worthless, but actually we coming now. We're emerging from the dirt with our hands dirty from the work while everyone watches and smirks. We just understand they're jerks. So this is basically just a reference to the underground community, which I'm obviously a part of. I'm saying don't mess with the underground because while everyone else may be on the surface, we are emerging from the dirt with our hands dirty from the work. And even though people may not take us seriously, we are still coming up and we are still making progress in our passions. So that's basically it. And with that, those are all the references in Untitled. Maybe you caught all of them, maybe you didn't. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe it was informative, maybe it wasn't. Let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys later. All right. Take care.